Hello, everyone. You're listening to Lipstick and Leather, and right now on the phone with me is Guin from Indigo. How's your day treating you, Guin?
So far, so good. No complaints.
Right on, right on. Now, the recent album Burn was released in 2023. Has the band already started writing new material for a follow-up?
Yes, actually, we have all of our masters, and we are releasing it in June.
Awesome. Now, the first two albums sound very different. Of course, Burn is much heavier, in my opinion, than Descent, and they're both very good albums. Now, what direction is the third album going to take?
The direction of the third album is much more along the lines of Burn, where we go for a heavier sense of things. But it did take a little bit of a turn as far as concept, and we went for a little bit of a different style. I'd say that Burn was more of it has more of a melodic metal feel to it, and this new album goes much more on the side of just straight heavy music.
Well, looking forward to it. And would a release date be maybe in the coming year?
Yeah, absolutely. It's coming out in June of this year.
Oh, great. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Awesome. Now, Indigo have live videos. Any plans to do a new music video, maybe like a concept video or a non-live video?
Yeah, absolutely. With the new album, we're trying to release one song kind of as a single, and that's going to release also with the music video that we are currently working on, and it will be more of the concept-style music video as opposed to a live video.
Awesome. Now, how did the band get Phil from the band Castains involved in mixing, mastering, and engineering Burn?
So the Cast-Ins is a band that we've played many shows with. Phil is actually a really good buddy of ours, and he offered to record our album. We were like, sure, because we've heard many of his other bands he's worked with, and we always loved his sound, and working with him has always been a really great time. He's so fun, and he always does a phenomenal job, and so we're super happy to say he's also the engineer of our latest album as well.
Now, your vocal style seems like it would be very difficult to sing. What do you do to take care of your voice?
Take care of it. Oh boy, I probably should take care of it better most days. But overall, it's really important to be worrying about your technique when you are doing this style. You really need to worry about doing your screams and everything properly, because I'd say that's the fastest way to wreck your voice is to go too hard and not worrying about your technique, because that just absolutely trashes your voice in a hurry.
Now, you've loved drawing and had a passion for drawing for a long time. Can we expect maybe you to create a future Indigo album cover?
Yeah, so we are doing a drawing style for our album cover on the new album. I will say some of our other members in the band are definitely more talented artists than me. So I was part of the creation of the logo, but our bass player, Matthew, did the final design, and he's also working on the new album cover.
Now, did the band you were in with Sheldon's previous band, prior to Indigo, of course, record anything? Your band with Sheldon before Indigo?
No, we never did get to record anything. We were just doing kind of covers. It was kind of a reminiscence of the past. So he was in a band in high school. He started it with his old buddies from high school. He invited me to be a part of it. And actually, our bass player in our current band is also the son of my dad's buddy from high school. So we were all in this band together, and we just did it to have a good time and play some covers, and it was fun.
Awesome. Speaking of covers, you record a cover of Shadows Falls track Great Memory. Any other covers coming up down the road?
I don't know. We don't normally do any kind of recorded covers. Occasionally we'll play one live if it's requested or if we have some extra time. I know one of our most popular ones is Zombies by the Cranberries. We do it in a heavier style, but I don't know if we'll be recording any of them anytime soon. Maybe if there's enough demand.
Now, you've played guitar since you were 10 and wrote most of the first album by yourself. Can we maybe expect a Guin solo album down the road?
Potentially. Yeah. I mean, I do have like a few side projects. I don't normally release them, but I have been part of the writing process, even though I don't play guitar on stage anymore. Occasionally, I'll come up with the concept piece, and we'll write based off of that. Like one of our okay, I'm giving a spoiler here. One of our songs off the next album, called The Descent, not to be confused with the original album, was actually a song that I had written at the time of the Descent album, and now we have recorded it. But it was a piece that I had written. So yeah, it's really cool to still see that I can be a part of the writing process, even if I don't get to always play it live.
Definitely. How did the band sign to Frozen Fire Studios?
We were signed from 2020 till 2022. We have gone an independent route at this point. We're kind of working with like independent studios and promoters. We're working very closely with Badlands at this point, who was a connection that we got through Frozen Fires. Unfortunately, we have kind of gone our separate ways just because we had different visions. But the independent life is treating us pretty well as having that contract in the beginning as well. That was really great for our start, and we've really liked to see that we've come a long way and we've grown because of it.
Awesome. Now, how was it attending and playing the Manitoba Loud Music Awards?
It's always been a blast. We love the Manitoba Loud Music Awards. I think what they're doing is great for the scene. And having been there since the first annual Manitoba Loud, which is the one where we got to play, it's really great to see the growth that has come from it. Even just this last year, we saw such a huge influx of the people that it reached. And yeah, so it's always been a great time. It's fun. We've won female fronted 2 years in a row now. It's always been a great time, and we're hoping to see another great one this year as well.
Now, Indigo have played plenty of Canadian shows, of course. Any plans for some U.S. shows or a U.S. tour?
I would absolutely love to be going down for a U.S. tour. We've definitely had some people reach out to us about going out and playing some shows in the future. Once I get my passport, I'm sure we'll be down to go do that. Because I've heard the scene out in the States is doing really well as well. So yeah, it's definitely in the plans.
Now, as far as I know, Descent is out of print. Would it ever be re-released, or maybe Descent and Burn being on vinyl at some point also, or cassette also, or other formats?
Absolutely. We're definitely looking to do another run of The Descent coming up. There has been quite a few requests that it be re-released again on CD. So we're going to definitely be bringing some more of those out. And as far as vinyl is concerned, we're hoping at some point to get, kind of like an A-B side, kind of like, classic 90s thing going for Burn as well as the new album on vinyl.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time. That was a lot of fun.
Agreed. Thank you so much. It was a great time.